Are you looking to play your wild card in double game week 28? Then here is the best draft you can build to help you win your mini leagues and climb the ranks. Let's get into it.
Yo, listen up, Rue is stepping up the game. Where fantasy Premier League runs in his veins. From transfers to captains, he's always on top. Guiding you through every game week non-stop. They say Rue got that Salah flow. Welcome to the channel, enjoy the show. Wild cards, free hits with so much vibe. If you're hunting for success, then make sure you subscribe.
G'day, mate. Welcome back to the channel. My name's FPL Root and welcome back to another FPL video. So in today's video, this is the best wildcard draft you can build if you are going to be playing it in game week 28. Obviously, we haven't got the double game week fixtures confirmed yet, but we've got a rough idea. So this team is going to be built around building for them in the later game weeks of the season. It's also going to be built around playing the free hit in game week 29. I think if you've still got both chips, then I think it is a good idea to actually play that free hit in game week 29 in order for you to make sure you have enough players for double game weeks coming up in the future. Otherwise, if you didn't play it, then you'd have to worry about game week 29. And for me, they're not players you're going to want to hold long term. So that's why I've decided to build this draft with the free hit playing in game week 29. If you don't have your free hit left, then I'll try to mention a few alternatives. But for me, a lot of this team will be blanking in game week 29, so it's going to be a hard one. But again, if you are looking to do that, maybe have a rethink. We'll start off in goal. So I've gone for Neto, the Bournemouth goalkeeper, double game week. This is a great chance, again, being on a wild card to load up on double game week 28 players, Bournemouth players, Luton players, because Bournemouth will double again in the season. That's absolutely guaranteed. And I'm pretty sure Luton will as well. However, it's not ideal to have to carry loads of their players through, but I think you've got enough game weeks in advance to actually take them out slowly. And you've also got bench options and put them on the bench. So for now, I think it's best play to actually attack this double game week. And I think Neto is the best keeper to go for. 2 home fixtures, Sheffield United and Luton. You're gonna be expecting at least 1 clean sheet from that. If not, he's going to rack up some save points. And yeah, for me, he's a definite in the team. In defence, we've got Doughty, so the Luton defender. It's a tough one because I don't expect clean sheets in this one. I think Palace look a little bit better under their new manager. Eze's come back now. Elise should be back pretty soon. I doubt he'll be back for this game week, but he should be back pretty soon. But they've definitely got Eze back, so I can't see them keeping a clean sheet in that one. And Bournemouth, I can't really see him keeping a clean sheet either. But I think with his attacking threat, we've seen him get a good assist against Villa in game week 27. So I think for his attacking threat, he's worth it alone. If he does even just get 2 points and 2 points, that's 4 points. So it's still half worth it. 1 attack and return, and then he's going to be on 10 points. So for me, it is worth going for Doughty just because of his attacking threat, though. Next up, a Palace defender. I've gone for Joachim Andersen. It was a difficult one because I don't see Palace as a strong defensive team at the minute. I know they kept a clean sheet against Burnley in their first game with their new manager. They conceded 3 against Spurs, though. But to be honest, that Spurs team, this is pretty easy to concede 3 against them. I know it is within the last 20 minutes, but for me, I think it is worth having a Crystal Palace defender there because they actually have a really, really nice, again, double game week coming up. I don't know. It's not confirmed, so I don't want to say which specific week or not, but they're going to have a double game week coming up, and they've got really, really nice fixtures for the foreseeable, really, probably until the end of the season. I'll just read out a few for now. So Luton at home, then after the blank, they've got Forest away, Bournemouth away, and then they run into a few tricky fixtures. So City, Liverpool, and then they've got West Ham at home, Fulham away, Man United at home, Wolves away, Villa at home. So a couple bad fixtures, but other than that, all not bad games for Crystal Palace. And yeah, we know how attacking Anderson can be from corners, from set pieces. He got a couple goals earlier on in the season, and he's also got a couple assists this season as well. So 4 returns is pretty decent for a defender. And to be honest, Palace are not that attacking, but I think under this new manager, they do look a little bit better in my eyes. So that's why I've gone for him. Also, Gabriel's in the team. I think an Arsenal defender is pretty much essential just because of how good they are defensively. In terms of double game weeks, they should have one coming up, should be their fixture. Obviously, they blank in 29, so it does mean they will double at some point, but it will be their fixture against Chelsea. So I'm not too sure how strong that double game week will be. Again, I don't want to give you predictions because it's still up in there at the moment, but up until then, they've got Brentford at home, then the blank, then City away is not ideal, but in between City away and Spurs away, there's some really, really nice fixtures for Arsenal. Luton at home, Brighton away, Villa at home, Wolves away. And they're one of the best defenses in the league. So I think it's a must-have to have Gabriel in your team. For defensive options on the bench, I've got Gusto in there because Chelsea will have two double game weeks. They've got their rearranged fixture against Spurs, which was in game week 26 blank. Then they've got their rearranged fixture in game week 29 from game week 29. So they've got two double game weeks at least. Gusto looks very, very good, very cheap. Maybe Reece James will come back, but we know what Reece James is like. He's not going to last long, is he? So Gusto's there to kind of sit on the bench and maybe bring on when there is double game weeks. Also got Harry Maguire. He is out injured, so he missed game week 27. But to be honest, by the time I need him, which is probably going to be for the doubles, I doubt he'll still be injured. And I think for that price again, Man United's defense is not the worst out there. There are a lot better, but I think for that price and the fact they should have a really nice double game week of two home games with Sheffield United and Newcastle. So that's why I've gone for Maguire. In goal, I've gone for Dubravka. Really, it's just the money and the fact that Newcastle will have a double game week and it is Crystal Palace away. Potentially, again, it could go in 34, could go in 37, but I'm pretty sure it will go in 34. But their fixtures up until that is West Ham at home, Everton at home, Fulham away. So really, really nice fixtures there. And you've also got Neto if you don't need Dubravka. So for me, I'm really happy with this defense. It's obviously missing someone like Trent or kind of any Liverpool options, to be honest. But I think you can start to bring them in as you get through kind of game week 29, obviously with a free hit, then 30, 31, and then you can start to bring them Liverpool assets back in. But for now, I can't see room for Trent, and especially with his injury, he's not going to be back anytime soon. So there's no point bringing him in the team. I've actually heard that it could be up to 4 weeks, which is ridiculous. But yeah, for now, no Liverpool in the defence, no Man City. We've gone strong with Arsenal, Palace, Luton, Man United, and Chelsea. So next up, we have the midfield. So Cole Palmer's in there. Like I said, for Gusto, they're going to have two double game weeks coming up. Their fixture against Spurs in game week 26 will get rearranged, and then their fixture, which should have been in game week 29, will get rearranged as well, which is Arsenal. So not the best, but two extra fixtures. I think you just got to go for it at this stage of the season. And Cole Palmer's Cole Palmer. So we know how good he can be. And for that price point, I wouldn't be taking him out if you own him, or and I would bring him if you don't own him. But after the blank, even Newcastle at home could be a really nice fixture. I know Newcastle did okay in game week 27, but their defense is still not really happy with it at the minute. But they did do well in game week 27, where I'm pretty sure they kept a clean sheet against Wolves. And Wolves are a pretty decent team. But for me, happy to go in with Cole Palmer, to be honest, till the rest of the season. Eze's in there, bit punty, and I made this graphic before his goal against Spurs. I just think that everything good about him, like penalties, free kicks, corners, Palace under a new manager, I just think it's going to be a nice differential, and I really do like Palace's fixtures. I think a lot of people bringing them in now on this wild card are going to actually reap the rewards, because if you wait a bit later on, their fixtures are not that good, because they have City and Liverpool in game weeks 20, 32 and 33. But Luton at home, a really, really nice fixture. Forest away, Bournemouth away. So that's a really nice run to have Eze, and then maybe you can swap him for someone else. But for now, I think it is a nice pick to go for. Son's in the team because of a guaranteed double, which obviously involves Chelsea. They're playing 29, so it will only be a one double as far as we know. The reason I've gone for Son is because I think the fixtures for Spurs do look actually really good. I know Villa away is going to be tough in 28, but Fulham away in 29 in the blank game week is going to be crucial. But again, if you are wildcard, I would actually recommend playing a free hit because the Son's probably the only player that will be playing, and the Luton players obviously. Then Luton at home in 30, West Ham away in 31, Forest at home in 32, and then they go into a really, really tough run in. And they will have Chelsea in this tough running as well, which is their rearranged fixture. So it'll be Newcastle away, City at home, Arsenal at home, Liverpool away, and then Chelsea away somewhere in that as well. But they're doing the season with Burnley at home and Sheffield United at home. So again, really, really nice fixtures at the ends. But I'll probably would take out Son for them tough games. I know Son does it against anyone, but for me, I think them tough games are going to be bit of a rough patch for Spurs, to be honest. Saka, I think he's got to be in the team. I think, like I said, Arsenal's fixtures, the fact that they're going to have a double when they blanked in game week 29, when they blanked in game week 29 against Chelsea at home somewhere, and they could potentially have another one later on in the season, but albeit the fixtures are not the best for Arsenal. Brentford at home is good. Then City away, which is tough. But then after that, they got some winnable games. They've got Luton at home, Brighton away, Villa at home, Wolves away. So some good games. They got Chelsea at home as well in there somewhere. But yeah, I think Saka just has to stay in with how good Arsenal have been this season. On the bench, got Garnacho as well, because Man United will have a double game week, and it is likely to be Sheffield United at home and Newcastle away. And Garnacho has been so good this season for his price. 18 starts, 5 goals, 3 assists, so 8 returns in 18, which is not too bad. He has, I guess, slightly dipped recently, but he's still been getting them assists. And for me, for that price point to sit on the bench, bring him in when there's a double game week, I don't think you can complain too much. So for the forwards, we are obviously missing Erling Haaland. So, like I said earlier on, I think by playing the wild card in this game week, you have to attack this double game week. You're playing a wild card in double game week, like you just have to attack it. And I think the best way to do that is to go for Solanke, Morris, and Semenyo, 3 attacking players. Solanke, Morris on penalties. Semenyo is very, very cheap, but I just think you needed 3 Bournemouth players in there, to be honest, because of the great fixtures in this double. Solanke is started in game week 28, 2 good fixtures in starting in game week 27 when there was a few injury doubts, 2 good fixtures in game week 28. Morris got a good return in game week 27. He's on pens. He's on a bit of form. He scored 4 goals in his last 5 games. Been getting them assists as well. So for me, I really do like Morris. And then Semenyo is a bit of a punt. Don't get me wrong, it is a bit of a punt. But for me, I think it's worth it. 4 goals, 3 assists this season and 15 starts. Not great, but it's still pretty good. And it does give you that double up of Bournemouth attack against these 2 really, really nice fixtures. As I've mentioned, though, obviously no Erling Haaland. I just think you just have to attack this double game week. I think obviously you can definitely bring him in after that. But let's not forget, he doesn't play in 29 anyway, which potentially you should be free hitting if you are playing this wildcard. And then in 30, he's actually got Arsenal. So for me, you can probably wait until game week 31 to actually bring in Erling Haaland, where he does have Villa at home. So it does look good, this draft. You've obviously got a lot of money in the bank without Erling Haaland. So if you did want to go for him and not have to stress about it, then go for him. But for me, with Liverpool, I think it is Liverpool away in 28. Yeah, Liverpool away in 28. Obviously blank where you'll play your free hit. And then Arsenal at home in 29, in 30. I actually don't think it's worth it to have Haaland in the team up until game week 31. I think you go for the double game week player. You're getting extra fixtures. You're getting better fixtures. I think it's worth the risk. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree with this draft? Is there any players that you would change? And yeah, please smash a like. Let's try and get to 30 likes for this video. And make sure you watch my transfer tips video that came out yesterday. And then I will be releasing another video tomorrow. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and good luck for the game week.